So we're going to start by laying flat on our mat. Hands by our sides, and we're just going to take a few deep breaths here, in through our nose and out through our mouth. Two more. On our next inhale, we're going to slowly lift our leg up to tabletop. Notice here, so as you lift your leg, your pelvis is slightly going to come forward. And then we're going to put our leg back down. Switching to the other leg. And back down. And down. And then now as we switch, we're going to try and lift both legs up at the same time. And as we do this, you're going to feel resistance in your core, which is good. Your core should feel nice and tight right now. We don't want to be tipping the pelvis at all. We're just marching, kind of. Continue to breathe. We're going to get that core warmed up before we just start going crazy. A couple more of these. Two more. One and two. Good. Feet flat on the mat. We're just going to take a little bit of tipping. So I'm going to tip my pelvis forward and create an arch in my back. And then I'm going to engage in my abs and lift my belly button toward my ribs and try and completely get rid of that space. So we're just going to do this a couple times, tipping forward and back. And when we come up, we can lift the butt up a little bit, but we don't want to be lifting our butt off the mat yet. That's just a little bit of rocking in the pelvis. So when you tip forward, your abs should release, and then when you bring your pelvis in, they should contract. Two more of these. Good. And then we're going to take the pelvis all the way up off the ground and roll it all the way back down. Good. And up again. And we'll do one more here. Good. Keeping those abs nice and engaged here. Rolling down. We're going to roll over onto our stomachs. We're going to have our forearms on the mat like so. And all I'm going to do is lift in my abdominals and try and lift my stomach off of the floor and flatten the curve in my back a little bit. And I want to try and isolate my core muscles and only use those muscles. And release. And lift. And release. This is going to help us later on when we're doing all those crazy core exercises. Two more lifts. And one more. Good, and now we're going to go on to all fours. And that same idea of tipping the pelvis forward and back that we did with our back on the ground, we're going to do that same idea and take a little cat and cow here on all fours. And then we're going to tip our pelvis and our head to the left down into cat, to the right, and back. Then to the right, to the left, and back. To the left, to the right, and back. And now you can kind of go whichever way you want. Just moving around in whatever way feels good. Warming up the back and the pelvis. Good. Sitting back in the child's pose. We're going to take our right arm and thread it through, stretch out our shoulders. Now switch, do the same thing with the left. Coming back up. And I'm going to get my music started and then we're just going to go. So I'm not sure how well you guys can hear me or not, but I'm just going to be playing music and you can just follow along to the best of your ability if my music will work. All right. I'm laying on my back. My knees are into my chest. My shoulders are lifted and my chin is curled. I'm going to extend my right leg out. And then I'm going to switch. Keep going. A little faster. Extend both legs out and rolling in. Keep going. Try and balance here at the top and roll back down. Try and balance at the top. Now we're going to hold. Try and extend those legs if you can. Rolling again. We're going to do 2 more of these. Laying down. We're going to do roll-ups. So if you want to watch me once, I'm slowly going to roll up. Fight through the part that's hard. And I'm going to slowly roll back down. As I do this, I don't want to use my arms to pull me up. I just want to keep my arms right in line with my shoulder. And then right here is where we start to struggle. Push through it and roll up. keep going. The next song should play.
Did I really just forget that melody? When I popped off, then you go gave me just a little bit of lunch off, baby, so cold.
Don't forget to breathe.
From the Canada, baby, so low, I got nothing else that I can withdraw. Ran up the door, I shot my wrist, it go like sha sha sha, sha sha sha. I got you kissing me, la 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 la. I shot my wrist, it go like sha sha sha, sha sha.
Keep going, you got it. Straighten your legs. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to try and keep our legs out straight. Matt is rolling around. Two more.
When I popped off, then you go gave me just a little bit of lunch off, baby, so cold. He from the north, he from the Canada, baby, so low.
Good, laying back down. We're going to set up for the hundreds. I'm going to move over. You can see me. So for the hundreds, we're just going to do 100 arm pulses. Your options are to keep your legs here. You can lift them into tabletop, or you can extend them straight out. Whatever you do, it's up to you. You can also do a mixture of both. Bring that a little curled up. Okay, so we're slowly going to roll the head, neck, and shoulders off the mat, lifting the arms and the legs if you choose to. And we're going to pulse 100 times starting now. I try to inhale every 5 and exhale every 5. You're halfway there. Oh no, we lost our song. Hopefully another one comes on. Almost there, 20 more. Good, knees into your chest. Give yourself a little rock. Good job, shake it out. Take a little stretch if you need one. And we're going to come to sitting up. And we're going to do a little Russian twist series. So I'm going to twist to the right, slowly, center, and left. Now we're going to go faster and skip the center. Good job. We're going to go slow again. Make sure you're breathing. A little faster. The lower you go down, the more it's going to work your abs. Keep going, you're almost there. And rest. And laying back down. We're going to do a little bit of jackknife, so just watch me first. I'm going to take my legs up and lift my butt off the floor and come back down. So it's like there's a red dot right in front of your face. and you want to try and hit it with your toes. And we're using our abs to lift us off the ground. And you can join me. Now, we're going to lower, come up, and lift. If that's too much, you don't have to lower. You got it. Almost there. Good job. And rest. All right, I just want to make sure that a good song comes on next. All right. So what we're going to do is, starting in a tabletop position, I'm taking my right leg up and I'm pulsing my leg straight behind me. As I do this, I don't want to be tipping my pelvis or my shoulders forward or back. I want to stay stable in my core. My core is what's going to keep me stabilized. And we're just going to pulse our legs. Just going to work those glutes. You got it. At this point, your hamstrings and glutes should be burning. And now we're going to switch. These are small pulses. Control and let it go, for you know you gon' hit the flow. Rock to the beat till I'm higher. Walk in the club is fire. Get it crunk and wired. Wave your hands, scream louder. Good job, keep going. Rest. Sit back in the child's pose if you'd like. I'm gonna move my mat over a little bit. Alright. Next, for our legs and butt. My forearms are on the ground. I'm lifting my leg up. I'm crossing it, center, opening it to the side, and up. You can also do it here if you want. So cross and lift and open. Everybody here get it out of control. Cause Mr. said, stabilizing that core. Good, switching legs. I'm crossing first. Keep going. Almost there. One more. Good, and rest. this song. 1 second. Okay. Now, I'm going to put my opposite arm and leg in the air. So it looks like this. And I'm going to curl in, kind of like when we're doing cat, and extend, and switch. And I'm switching after every one. Let's keep going with the same arm and leg. Woo! 2 more. And switch, other arm and leg. Almost there. Woo, rest.
Get back, get down. Pull me closer if you think you can hang. Hands up, hands high. Don't go screaming if I blow you with a bang.
All right.
Going up to bitch, I'll see.
Take a drink of water.
Breaking fast, I could do this in a second. Looking in the rear view, swipe.
And I'm going to change the song to this one. Okay. So we're going to do our plank track. And before we do our plank track, we need to warm up our wrists. So I'm going to roll my wrists outward. I'm like sweaty. And then roll them the other way. And then we're going to have our palm facing the wall, and then we're going to pull our fingers back towards us. And then flip, do it the other way. And then switch hands. Flip it the other way. And then if you want, you can lay your fingers down facing you and very gently put some weight on your hands to stretch out those wrists. But keep it gentle. Don't force anything, because then you could hurt yourself. Good. All right. So for our plank track, it sucks, but it's also kind of fun. We're going to do up downs to start. And then we're going to do taps. And then switch to a side plank. Switch to the other side. And then we'll start that whole thing over again. So just follow along with me, and we'll get through it one way or another. Alright, getting ready. Getting set up in play for up downs. Get ready. Let's go. Tap. Side plank. Switch. And rest. We're going to lay flat on our stomachs. Back a little bit. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to lift just my upper body off the floor like this and lower it back down. In order to do this, I'm using my abs and I'm using my lower back muscles. You don't want to try and lift yourself up by your shoulders. I'm going to take my breath. And we're going to go lift and lower. We're going to do 2 more. Now we're going to lift just the legs and lower. Now we're going to lift both together like this. Lift and lower. Now we're going to hold. Breathe. And lower. Now we're going to alternate moving our arms and legs and doing some swimming. It looks like this. So take a breather quick and then we'll swim together. Woo. Getting ready. Lifting up. Holding. Get ready to swim. And rest. One more time. Keep breathing. You got it. Rest. I think we have one more set in us. Lifting up. Go. And rest. Woo! I'm sweating. So hopefully you guys are sweating too. Woo. Take a quick drink of water. We're almost done with class. We're going to do some pelvic bridging like this. I'm engaging my glutes at the top and I'm releasing as I come down. Using those abs to lift me off the floor. Lifting the right leg in the air. We're going to do the same thing with the leg up. Keep breathing. 2 more. And, whoo, good. Take a rest. Let's see. If you want to stretch out those hips, you can. We're going to lift back up into our bridge. I'm going to lift my right leg up. I'm going to flex, bring it down, point, and bring it back up. If you want to support yourself with your hands like I am, feel free. Switching legs. Two more. Good. Rest. Woo! Shake out your legs. My legs feel like jello. Bring your weight into your chest if you want. Give yourself some rocks. Alright. It is 5:40, so I'm going to do a cool down with you guys. My shorts are sticking to me and everything. So we're going to start by sitting. And I'm going to cross my right leg over my left. And give myself a nice final twist here. Make sure we're staying lifted. I'm going to put my leg, not my leg, the side of my foot on my leg. Cross my arms behind me and give myself a nice gentle lean over my legs. Release. You can rock here if you want. Lifting up. Switching legs.
Nobody gets it. Say I'm too sensitive.
Twisting.
Listen, cause I'm eyeing the exits. Is mine, isn't mine. Who am I to judge? Oh, I should be fine. But it's
Coming back. Putting that foot on the leg. Clasping the arms. And release. You can rock here if you want. Lifting up. Switching legs.
Nobody gets it. Say I'm too sensitive.
Twisting.
Listen, cause I'm eyeing the exits. Is mine, isn't mine. Who am I to judge? Oh, I should be fine. But it's
Coming back. Putting that foot on the leg. Clasping the arms. And release.
I get overwhelmed so easily. My anxiety keeps me silent. When I try to speak, what's come over me feels like I'm somebody else.
Good.
I get overwhelmed.
We're going to stand up. You can't see me, but I'm going to bring my arms up over my head and roll down.
I get overwhelmed.
Get a nice hamstring stretch. Release the neck, shake your head, yes.
should be fine,
right now.
but it's all too much. I should be fine, but I'm not. I get overwhelmed so easily. My anxiety creeps inside of me, makes it hard to breathe. What's that?
Grabbing the right leg.
Somebody else.
Take a runner stretch.
I get overwhelmed so easily.
And switch.
I get overwhelmed.
Crossing the leg. Oh wait, this way. No, this way. Left leg over your right, reaching to the left. Stretch out the side. Other way. Woo, I'm falling. I'm reaching my left arm over to the right here. Good job. Okay.